Tried to step down, I didn't allow it.
Babysitter.
It's like Hotel California, bro. You can't leave.
That's right.
And we'd like to thank One Time Plumber for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, everyone. Chris Higgins in the studio. Hope you're having a great Thursday morning. Another beautiful day out there in Rim Country in the 60s. So again, try to get out there and enjoy this gorgeous weather that we're blessed with here in Payson. Well, this morning on our Community Spotlight program, we're going to be talking about the Humane Society of Central Arizona. And in the studio, we have Lucy Truchel, the Executive Director of the Humane Society of Central Arizona, and the Shelter Director, Sean King. Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Shelter
Chris.
manager. Sorry, shelter manager.
He's the shelter
director?
supervisor.
Supervisor.
Supervisor, behavioral, yeah, he's the...
Maintenance man, animal behavioral specialist.
He has no hair left because he has lots of hats.
Yeah. Hey, I know how that is. Look at that. We know.
I wish I just go bald. I wouldn't have to shave no more.
Yeah, no, it would just make it easier, wouldn't it? No, yeah, many hats. How many years have you been at the shelter now?
Just over 3 at this shelter.
Just over 3?
I was previously at San Diego Humane. I have been working with dogs for about 20 years now.
Gotcha. So how long were you at the San Diego Humane Society?
I was at that one for 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, and I was at the...
Las Vegas, too.
I was actually with the behavior team over there.
Okay. So how big of a difference was it coming from San Diego here to Payson?
Oh, I mean, the size difference is...
Yeah.
San Diego Humane is huge. And
Gotcha.
they got locations all through San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like down in the Phoenix area.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like just our
'Cause they
intake
get
room
those.
alone would hold 300 dogs.
Your intake room,
Yeah, just our
Just-
intake.
300.
Yeah, we can't even house that many animals, period.
Yeah, no, what are you, animals, well, that was
Where-
And that was just at one location.
just one location.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can house like 150.
150, that's dogs and
That's
cats.
dogs and cats, yeah.
Gotcha.
Comfortably.
Yeah,
Kind of comfortably.
gotcha. So, wow, now, in San Diego, was that a similar shelter as far as like a no-kill, or how did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, it was no kill as well. It was a humane society.
Gotcha, okay.
The only thing, there is unfortunately some behavior
Yeah.
issues,
Yeah.
some medical issues.
Yes. And
But
yeah.
They didn't do it for space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'd never kill for space,
Yeah.
nothing like that.
and I know in the past that, that using the phrase or the term no-kill, you have to be careful because there are times
There are situations,
where
yes.
that is warranted, but it's
Yes.
not because of space or duration, how long you've had an animal.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have a dog that just hit her 3-year mark, so
Yeah,
we don't
Venus
do it for
3 years
space.
this month.
Wow. So I guess what I was like getting at was in San Diego, you had an opportunity to work with dogs for a long period of time. If it was a
He
humane
also
society.
was in Las
Well,
Vegas.
I was in
Humane
Las
Society.
Vegas shelter. That's where I very first started off.
Okay.
I did a lot of kennels, and then as I got kennel experience, I got adoption counselor experience,
Mhm.
and then I loved being with the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I moved from Vegas back to San Diego, I got right into the behavior team, and
Mm-hmm.
we used to have some really great trainers over there,
Mm-hmm.
and one trainer would do a packet on a behavior every month, and we called it Behavior Academy.
Mm-hmm.
So she would teach us a new behavior every month. We'd bring dogs up, get hands-on experience, so we can practice working these dogs and handling them the way they're training, so it doesn't interfere with their work.
Wow, and I think people need to realize, people need to hear this if you're listening or watching, that we in Payson and Rim Country are very fortunate to have you and Lucy and others that have a lot of experience.
Yeah, because I came
humane
from another
societies.
humane society
Yeah,
as well.
And we'll talk a little bit about that as well, your background. But I think it's easy for people to take it for granted or just to think, oh, okay, working with dogs. But there's so much to it.
There's so much to it. Yeah.
Operating a shelter at the level that you guys operate at. Yeah, and I think that's shown, or that's reflected in the fact that, look how many volunteers you have that love volunteering at the shelter, that allow you guys to be at that level that you're at, because you have so many hands helping out, so many people that help out. And then I've seen over the years, you know, like training people, you know, volunteers.
A lot of times that's what, you gotta train the people
Yeah.
along with the animals.
Yep,
Yes.
I see, you know, walking people, and then there's other volunteers that get to that level to where they can show volunteers, you know, and train them and how to properly walk the dog, what to do, what not to do.
And then the consistency as well, like he's saying, you know, when somebody else is showing you, and that goes along with staff and volunteers, like you have to be consistent on your commands, because you're taking Loki out and everybody's doing a different command. So you need to stick to the same command. So
Yeah.
it's kind of important to work together in that
The
aspect.
biggest one is getting them into the thing, like when they jump up, telling them off and not down. So when you teach them a down command, it's not confusing.
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's like a word for each
Yeah.
command, different word for each one.
I have to remember that, because I know with our younger one, Jet, you know, he loves greeting me. He doesn't jump on other people, but he jumps on me. Or I've noticed now, I come home and he even, you know, put his feet up on the counter, and my initial reaction is down,
Yeah.
instead of off.
Off.
Remember that. Thank you
Yes.
for training me, Sean.
It's a lot of training into the humans.
Yeah, so Lucy, a little bit about your background. I mean, you came from, I like it, round on the ends and high in the
Ohio,
middle.
baby.
Ohio.
Yep, born and raised. Yeah, I spent 10 years with the Humane Society back there. Started out as a volunteer, did that for 2 years, and then was on the board of directors. But we was a working board, so we were very hands-on. So I was very familiar with the operation of the actual, you know, organization, shelter, blah, blah, blah. So then when I moved out here, I honestly had no intentions on working for the Humane Society.
Got sucked in.
I planned on volunteering, like
Yeah.
I was gonna be involved, like
Uh-huh.
that was a given. My life is not complete unless I am involved with animals. So, but it kind of worked out that way when I was moving here. So I got the opportunity, because I also have 25 years of retail management under my belt. So I was able to work at our resale store. There was a store manager's position opened. So I got here and jumped right into it. So I now am an employee with the Humane Society. So
And how long have you been
I've been here over 5 years.
Over 5 years now.
Already, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
But I've been over at the shelter for the last 3 years. So
Gotcha. It's good now, starting to, your crew is getting some years. Some
Yes.
years, and so that consistency and working together
and
knowing
coming
each
from
other.
different backgrounds, different humane societies, we have different things, you know, different ideas. So it's always good to, you know, think outside the box and, you know, try things that work. You know, things that would work at the San Diego Humane Society would not work for us naturally because of the size, the geographic, you know, the whole.
Well, what is great to see is people coming in from other communities, and especially larger communities, that you bring all that experience, all that knowledge, and then you stay in Payson or stay in Rim Country for a while, you know, we call it home, and you stay here. And so that's just great experience.
And I came from a small humane society, a very small town, much smaller than here. So, you know, it was not a big shock for me as far as, you know, the size and, you know.
What, Steubenville? What's Steubenburg?
Steubenville. Where Dean Martin was
That's right,
born.
Dean Martin was born. It's in Ohio. I mean,
It's in Ohio, you know.
And me being from Pennsylvania, I'm like, there's weirdos over in Ohio.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, the weirdos.
So that's great. Again, it's if you know you're listening, watching, and you're not familiar with our Humane Society of Central Arizona, It is an amazing organization, and it's because of the people. The people that are working there, that volunteer there, and support it.
In the community,
And the
yes.
community, how much support.
Because we
it
would
gets.
not exist if it wasn't for our community.
Yeah.
We wouldn't.
So, speaking of community support, I believe right now, isn't there an empty the shelter?
Yes,
going
so we're
on?
doing an empty the shelter till the 17th.
Mhm.
Bissell does this multiple times a year for all of the Humane Society's rescues, blah, blah.
Mhm.
So they help fund the adoption, so we have $25 adoptions and $50 adoptions going on right now.
Nice, nice. And so you always have featured pets of the week.
Yes.
Who is the puppy? The
So
dog?
we have Wilma. Wilma
Wilma?
was brought to us as a stray. She's like a brindle pitbull boxer mix, super sweet.
Mhm.
But she came in a little overweight, so
Mm.
she did have a family at some point.
Mhm.
But she has some medical things going on. She has a torn ACL.
Mm.
So it's going to require surgery. So we're trying to find a way to get that taken care of because, you know, we do not have a full-time vet. We are very gracious to have our vet that we've contracted with that helps us out
Mhm.
on our animals. But we do not have the means or the funding for this surgery. So right now she's on a weight loss program.
Mm.
And we're trying to find a foster and figure out how to get her surgery.
I feel you, Wilma. I'm there with you. Girl. I'm there with you. Holidays,
Come
going
on,
into
them holidays,
It's
yeah.
like, Chris, you need to, yeah, 'cause I don't know, my ACLs, I don't know how much more longer they can.
Yeah, you know,
hold out.
naturally that's a concern because of the weight, and then, you know, our vet's
yeah.
kind of concerned that, you know, with this, she may hurt her other one. So, you know, right now we're just trying to get some weight off of her, but we need somebody to take her in while she's going through all this, because when she does have her surgery, healing in a kennel is not the best
Oh, yeah.
atmosphere,
No.
so it'd be
Yeah.
nice to have someone that can take her in and kind of help her,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
Through her
so
journey.
yeah, tell us a little bit about Wilma, her like behavior or.
She's a sweet, sweet girl.
Yeah,
And she's very easy to handle and walk. She doesn't
Mhm.
pull you all around.
nice.
Even in like her kennel right now, she's very relaxed and just, you know, does relax in her kennel, but it's a very
Mhm.
stressful environment.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's-
the reason
yeah,
I
it's
wanted
very
to put her
stressful.
into a foster so she could heal up.
Gotcha.
But she's really a great pity.
Mhm.
We don't have her on her, we pulled her from our website because she's,
Gotcha. She needs
you
this
know, yeah,
opportunity.
so,
Yeah.
you know, right now, you know, we're naturally don't want to adopt her out while
Yeah.
she's going through all this,
Yeah.
so.
Approximately, and I know it, you know, you can't say for sure, but approximately how long do you think the recovery would be from that operation?
Probably a couple months.
A couple months or so?
Yeah.
For her to be fully healed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking for a foster, foster
yes.
family, foster
Yes.
person, you know, for Wilma.
I miss Wilma.
Yeah, and.
Look at this face, look
Yeah,
at her.
I don't know, come on, this is, oh my God.
So you can see on the back what, you know, she's not a small girl, so.
No, but she's not, oh, I was thinking, you know, way you were talking, I thought she was like, kind of like, who's that big boy you had? There's been some bigger ones.
Oh,
Who's the one with the tie, he had an OCI?
Kansas.
Kansas.
Kansas, that boy, he was a thick boy.
Yeah.
He was thick. She's not quite Kansas thick.
She'll give him a run for his money.
She's-
She'll give him a run for his money.
But it's
Hopefully Wilma's
still
not listening.
not
Yeah,
completely practical for surgery, so we're
Yeah,
trying to get
gotcha.
her in surgery weight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so what is she about 80, 90 pounds?
She is
76, I think.
76
Yeah,
or 80?
70,
Right
yeah.
at 80 pounds, gotcha.
5
Yeah.
years old.
Oh, sweet face, sweet face.
She's
So-
a very sweet dog.
And very sweet dog, wow. Yeah, lovable couch potato. And that's what, yeah, like our boy Jen, you know, bulldog pity mix, and that butt, it looks like a potato butt. They curl up and they look like a potato, a big spud. So, and he loves just, yeah, getting behind the couch cushions or, you know, the pillows on the bed, just like making a little nest, you know, and so, wow. So if you're looking to possibly foster, and fostering, what does that look like, that process? For
So,
somebody?
you know, you, there's an application, we go over it, you know, depending on, you tell us what you're interested in fostering, because naturally we wouldn't send you home with, you only want to do dogs, and we send you home with cats, or, you know, whatever. So, you know, it's just based on our needs. So, you know, kitten season, we have lots of kittens, we have people that'll, you know, foster bottle babies,
Gotcha.
or puppies, or like instances where, you know, just some dogs just need to get the heck out of the kennel for
Yeah.
a bit, or situations like this. So, you know, we feed them, we give you everything that you need for that animal. All you are doing is providing your home and your time.
Gotcha.
You know, as far as everything else, you know, we make sure you have food, and if, you know, the animals
Yeah.
are on medication, or if they're bottle babies, you are getting
Yeah.
the proper food.
And so Wilma, she looks like a dog that if somebody was working during the day, you know, they left, got to work 8 o'clock, came home at 5. She looks, would that be okay? I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
because-
we're not you know,
Yeah.
naturally, you know, you have your own life, and
Yeah,
people
yeah.
work, we all have animals, we all work, you know,
Mhm.
so, you know, it
Yeah.
just depends on the situation, really.
Yeah,
She hasn't shown any kind of destructive behaviors either in her kennel.
yeah,
She's, like I said, been very relaxed and chill.
yeah. And because of recovering from a surgery, it's not like she would have to be taken out for walks because she'll be
Correct, because right now, she's
Yeah.
not allowed on walks or anything, she
Wow.
goes out, you know,
Mhm.
she's able to go outside, but she can't go walks anymore with the
Yeah.
volunteers.
Pretty much goes out on Sundays.
Sundays. There you go. So even if, yeah, you had a nice backyard, you know, that got good.
Or if you even
exposure.
wanna, you know, donate to her surgery
For
fund.
surgery,
You
gotcha.
know, you can go on our website, and, you know, you can go in and you can donate right from there.
There you go. So on the website, it's humanesocietycentraraz.org.
Yes.
And let's see where you have donate right there.
You can
One-time
donate,
donation.
And you can go in, it'll take you straight to our donor page.
Yeah.
You can put in the memo what you want the money to go to,
Yep.
if you have something specific that you want it to go to.
Yeah.
So in this case, it would be Wilma's Second Chance Fund. You know,
Yeah.
Second Chance Fund is for
ACL surgery.
situations like this, but
Okay.
if you wanted to go specifically to Wilma.
All right, and you can see the donation amount. You can pick one of the amounts or put in a different amount.
Yes.
And then one-time donation, you can make that monthly, quarterly, annually, weekly. And then there's the note, your note for the donor scroll.
Yes.
So there we go. So that's very easy to do on the website. You can also go down to...
Stop and see us.
Yeah, go down to the Humane
Yes.
Society.
605 West Wilson Court,
There we go.
right
And,
off of Main Street.
if somebody came in, obviously they can bring a check, but
Yes.
could they do a card
Yes,
payment? You
yes.
can accept that? Cool. Cool, cool. So that's Wilma. So yeah, if you are able to, if you'd like to donate for her, towards her surgery, you can do that, or foster as well. So who's the kitty you have?
Then we got Zen as our kitty for the week. 1 year old. Looking
Oh my
a
gosh.
lot fit.
Look at, what the heck, yeah, a little hat on, Zen. Happy
Yes,
Halloween. It looks like a little
Halloween
Yoda top, or no, Frankenstein. It's
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, it's Frankenkitty. Says large, 1 year old, but 1 year and 8 months, but large, huh? So how large is large?
Large, let me see.
11,
11
over 11 pounds.
pounds, yeah.
Wow, all right.
Our 26-pounder Ace that we discussed
Yeah.
last month got adopted.
Nice. Man, yeah, that was a puma you had in there.
He was a gold cat.
Oh, yeah, 26 pounds.
26 pounds when he came in. I think he was
Damn.
down to like 20.
Oh, wow,
When he-
okay. Had him on a little kitty treadmill
Yeah.
there in the shelter.
Do not give him a bunch of treats.
Yeah, do not feed. Like a little cat, do not feed. He's like all sad.
He'd go into those little kit,
Hide-a-bed.
hide-a-beds, yeah, and all you'd see is his butt and his tail. Because he'd be stuffed in there.
Oh, man. But this one, Zen, and there's pictures of Zen on the website where you can
Yes.
see, oh, wow. And then there's a pumpkin on his head. So you put a little Frankenstein and a pumpkin.
I was gonna say
Yeah, there's the pumpkin.
picture.
This cat has, he has some patience, I guess, to
He does,
to be willing to
yes.
have that on his head and pose for a picture. That's funny. So with Empty the Shelter, again, what would the adoption be for?
The adoption fees for 6 months and older for dogs is $50, and then for cats
Cats.
it's $25 for 6
So,
months older.
on the website, you'll see the normal price is $100, the adoption price for
Yes.
Zen. But now, until December
Till
17th,
yes.
you can adopt Zen for only $25. So
Yes.
that's wow.
So come on in. These babies need homes before the holidays.
Homes before the
or
holidays.
for the holidays. Either way.
Homes for the holidays.
Just need a home.
Look at Rusty. God, Rusty. And this one, this sketch. Oh my gosh. Sketch just makes me laugh or smile when I see pictures of this sketch.
My cat is so long.
The legs, oh my goodness. It looks like a Disney character. I mean, they could really create a Disney character from this cat sketch. 2-year-old domestic short hair, and oh my gosh, you have to go on the website. When the second picture is tongue out. He is funny. Is he a character? He's
He's a
some
character,
personality?
yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll keep you entertained all
Yeah.
day.
He definitely has personality.
You got some
Yeah.
energy then too?
Oh, he's got some energy. He
Oh.
loves Christmas trees, just saying.
Oh boy. He reminds me, I could see him doing an elf where he just jumps on the
Yes.
tree, and like, I got the tree.
Yeah, that would be a sketch, yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, again, visit humanesocietycentralaz.org. And that's what is recommended. Go to the website. If you see an animal that you would like to meet, then you can go down and schedule that meet with the animal. It isn't a case where you haven't been to the shelter for a while. It's been like this for a while where you don't go in and kind of look at all the animals because it just freaks them out.
It's very stressful.
Stressful, yeah. They see people that they haven't seen before. They don't know. They get all excited.
They know.
Yeah, well, they don't know the people, but they know who. Hey, whoa, something's going on.
You don't
here.
belong back here.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Who are you? So the animals now could be brought out. And you
Yeah,
can
there's a
meet
book
them.
or on the website, and
Mhm.
you choose whether, you want to see 2 dogs, 4 dogs, 8
Yeah.
dogs, the staff
Wow.
brings them out, so you can see them outside of the kennel, because, they all look crazy
Yeah.
behind,
Yeah.
the kennels.
They
They went out, they're like, you're new, or, it's just chaos, and it's
Yeah.
just stressful, so we
And
just.
Delilah. Well, that's a cool looking cat. I don't even really, cats aren't like my.
I know, I'm like, what's
I
happening
know,
right now,
what is
Chris?
going on? I know, with my wife, hopefully she's not listening, because she's been saying, we need a cat to get, if there's mice, or I'm like, we don't need a cat.
Sketch
No.
will be a good mouser.
Sketch?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Sketch.
I'm
Oh,
calling her. I'm
Sketch
calling her after
that.
we're done here.
And Sketch looks like he wouldn't take nothing from the dogs, if
He
there
might.
were dogs that he would give it back. Like Sketch would
Yeah.
let some dogs have it.
He actually, because I bring my dog
Yeah.
sometimes, so he,
Yeah.
and I gotta watch her, because,
Yeah, and Sketch seems like kind of like, come on.
no,
okay.
he's just like, whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He goes about his
yeah.
business.
He's very brave.
He's
a
very
brave
yeah.
boy, huh? Sketch. He's all legs.
He is all legs.
Yeah, Sketch or
He's a
Stretch.
Very long, yeah. That should have been his name, Stretch.
Stretch. So hey, I want to talk real quick. It's only a 5 more minutes, but Wags and Whiskers,
Yes.
chili dinner, great event.
Yes, that was a great event.
Yeah, I want to say there were close to, I want to say like a couple hundred people when I was trying to
We
count.
had 200 tickets available.
Yeah.
We sold 75, which usually we sell completely out, but naturally there's still more people there because you
Yeah.
have like all of us,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
was there. But we had some amazing raffles,
Yeah.
and it sells out every year.
Yep.
We only had a few tickets this year, and we did really, really well.
I know, just counting everybody, you
Yeah.
know, Humane Society.
You definitely have over 200 people counting it.
Yeah, it was like right there at like a couple hundred. I was like, whoa, hey, all right. And big thank you to the Elks.
To the Elks,
Lodge.
yes.
They do a great job.
They do an amazing job,
Yeah.
they let us do this every year. This was our third annual. We'll
Nice.
we'll do it again, so
Yeah.
thank you, you came.
Oh, heck yeah.
Everybody else that donated, prizes, raffles, their time,
Mm-hmm.
food, made chili,
And
there was a
you-
lot.
You won something, didn't you, Sean?
Basically, I had to give it to my wife. It was for
It was his birthday,
it was
just,
a haircut.
Oh,
haircut.
oh my gosh, figure, man, us bald guys win the
Win the
haircut,
haircut.
right? It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But wait, that's right, it was your birthday as well,
It was his
so you
birthday.
won on your birthday a prize for your wife. Hey, there you go.
Hey, there you go, it's a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we did almost $12,000 for that, so,
That's
for chili.
Yeah,
We put
Well-
a lot more work into other events that bring less,
Yeah.
so.
well, and it's a great event, people, you can tell, have a wonderful time, the people that are there, it's usually a case where you have a table sitting together and they know each other,
Yes.
and they're conversing, enjoying themselves, having a few drinks, buying tickets to try and win the different prizes, and like you said, the businesses. That's what I know the point was made there, and just want to really, again, people, listening, pay attention to businesses that sponsor these events
Yes.
for the nonprofits, and support them.
Yes.
Because they're the ones, businesses, individuals, that make it possible. that,
Absolutely.
they're a key part of. these
And it's been
nonprofits.
struggling times these past few years, and they still give, and there's still support, so, we're very, very thankful. The
Yeah.
community is amazing.
Yes, it is. So, all right, anything else? Any final things?
No, those were the main things I
Yep.
wanted to discuss.
So empty the
Yeah,
shelter, that's
empty
the
the
big one,
shelter,
going
yeah.
on until the 17th. I couldn't even, today's the 5th, so 12 more days. You have the rest of this week, today,
Yes.
tomorrow, and
Next
next week, and then Tuesday is the 17th. So you have a little bit of time, 12 days. Get in there, get on the website, check it out.
And we even have a pet request.
No, that's
as
right,
well.
yeah. Pet
Yes.
request, yeah, you can put your name on.
And we do actually use our pet requests. So a lot of times if you see animals that are getting adopted, I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't see that on the website. That's because there was somebody that was listed that was interested in that animal, and we go through the pet request first.
Yeah, and not that, if, when you find your dog, it's your dog, and it's, whatever breed it is,
Right.
Your dog. But, looking on the website here recently, there's some, dogs, breeds that you kind of don't normally see.
Yes,
I
we've
mean,
been getting a lot of small dogs in,
a
which
lot of small dogs, which are more desirable
are
for
more,
people.
and they do
Mhm.
not last. Like people see it on our Facebook page, because we
Yeah.
try to reunite. When they come
Yeah.
in, we put a picture out there.
Yeah.
We want the animal to go back to its owner,
Yeah.
unless it's a terrible owner, then, but we also have laws that we have to follow.
Yeah. Oh,
But, at the end of the day, we want everybody to have their animal, or every animal will have a home, so.
Mhm. But looking at the husky mixes that you have right now, you have a few.
We have a lot of
huskies.
huskies,
yeah,
and
we
we
do.
show.
Yeah, and also the German Shepherds, where, German Shepherds, you don't see too many of the German Shepherd mixes. And just want to briefly bring up Forrest, because I know he was one that Boy,
He was a trap dog.
wild boy.
Yeah, he was
a wild
basically
boy.
feral.
Yeah, and where he is
He's
now.
doing very well.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, I love a dog.
It's great to hear, and I mean, it's all the time. So that's something, again, going back to how we started the program, all of the time that's invested by you, Sean, and the other people that work there, and the volunteers, and Lucy, I mean, everyone, it's a total team effort to work with the dogs, to help train them, love them, give them attention, but just make them be the best animal that
Yes.
they can be. So then when someone comes in to adopt, it's not like they're getting a dog that just sat in a kennel day after day after day, and nothing's changed, but it's a dog that has been worked with.
There's a lot of time
Yeah,
and a lot of behind the scenes that people have no idea.
yeah.
You know, when Forrest came in, nobody could even get, oh, I did go first.
You.
He bonded
But
with me,
he-
but I pulled him out of the trap.
But he, yeah.
Oh,
And
really?
Sean,
So he
and
was actually in a trap.
he was
Oh, yeah.
trapped. He was the dog.
Whenever a trap
that
dog
was
comes
on
in, we gotta
Tyler
carry him
Parkway.
in the trap into the building.
That's a big dang trap. for
That's a
that
big
dog.
trap. It takes like
He's-
4 or 5 people.
He's like what, he's like 100, over
Like
100
75.
pounds? 75?
He's about 75, 80 pounds now.
Okay, so lean, so kind of lean.
He has put on, he came in a lot thinner, so he looks
Oh.
really good now.
Gotcha. He's a handsome.
He's
handsome
very
He
boy.
handsome.
is.
He's completely did a turnaround.
Wow.
You know, and that doesn't
Yeah.
happen by sitting in a kennel. So
No, not at all. And yeah, so yeah, check out again Humane Society, centralaz.org, the website. A lot of great dogs and cats on there that are looking for their forever home. Hey, well, thank
Yes.
you guys for
thanks, Chris.
coming
Thank you.
on.
It's always a pleasure.
Oh yeah, always great to talk to you guys, and thank you again for everything you do for the animals in the community and for people, because it's the people that are adopting the pets and that need that. They need that pet in their life for the companionship or to
Therapy.
therapy. Oh yeah, yep. So you're helping to make those connections. So thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, and thank you everyone for listening and watching this morning. Also, thank you to One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music with some Four Seasons, Bread, Jerry Lee Lewis, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
Thank you.
See you guys.
With this morning's KRIM weather forecast, we'll pace in the surrounding areas. I'm Neil Hans, meteorologist.